So first,
absolutely.
And I was like,
let's dig it all up.
Oh, no.
True.
You'll never guess.
So sidebar.
Yes. And also, I feel like I shouldn't have to remember everything.
I know.
Actually, I have to talk about this.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is also podcast. Bright and early in the morning is when we're recording, and it's going to be a fun one because normally we start slow and then we ramp up to a point of no return because we've had no time to think about our thoughts. They just word vomit out of us.
These are marinated ones.
These we've slept on. Before we get into it, check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Patreon. All the links are in our description. And please be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. It helps the podcast. So you'd really be helping us. Unless you give us a 1-star review, then fuck off. Anyway.
To be honest, I'll take a 1-star review. I'm just like, is anybody out there?
No,
anybody?
I just think people should message me their hate mail. Don't put it on our podcast. I know it's me. Just send it to me.
You can DM us at also_podcast with all your hate mail for Alicia.
Open up with "This is for Alicia," so Meredith can let me know. Because sometimes
I
I
don't cry.
Yeah, sometimes I don't read your shit. Anyway, wouldn't it be great if you started getting hate mail?
Wait, that would be so funny to have like a section of this like podcast
hate
where
mail?
it's like hate mail for Alicia.
Hey, you could get hate mail. I just know it's
to
me.
Direct it to you.
I just know it's probably me. I'm an acquired taste.
The minute we get one hate mail to Meredith, this podcast will no longer exist.
I know.
I can't take it. You know,
some
I
of
can't
us have
take it.
tougher skin.
I
Whatever.
can give it, but I can't take it. Well, it depends what it's about. Like if it's about like reality TV views, I don't care about disagreeing. If you're gonna attack me, that's gonna hurt me.
I'm literally so happy with who I am. You could say anything to me and it wouldn't matter. So fuck you.
It would just bother me that some loser is talking to me.
Yeah, why
do
you care? Yeah, exactly. It's even funnier that someone took the time to DM us how much they hate you. It's awesome.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's awesome. Should we start with our small celebrations?
Yes.
Okay, Meredith, do you have a small celebration?
Guys, basketball season is back. College basketball season. I'm so excited. Fuck football. The real sport's back. I am so happy.
We can get into this because I do have some news, but like I have tried to watch. It's so difficult.
It's okay. I had a really good game this week for my team, so that's what made me so excited. And then I have a really great game next week.
Tell the people who your team is.
My school's Kansas, a dynasty, one might say.
Is it?
Oh yeah. Oh
okay. I don't know about the men's basketball. I don't know men.
Well, this is like all college basketball. College basketball started in Kansas. It's like a really big deal.
I think I did know that from Jason Sudeikis.
Probably.
Yeah,
probably.
Jason
That's
Sudeikis
my guy.
Taught me that.
What's funny is he didn't even go to Kansas.
No,
he just
didn't.
grew up in Kansas.
Yeah. He's also a really big Iowa fan, which I don't.
Well,
Did
I
he
think
go
because
there?
of his connection to Caitlin Clark, he got connected, I think, through Sue Bird and the love of women's basketball. And then
it was on Sue. I watched that episode of Sue's place.
But he wasn't he's a Iowa fan because of Caitlin, not anything prior.
He's a fucking fake one, huh? But he loves Kansas. I know he loves Kansas.
Yes, he does. So a lot of big games for Kansas at the start of the season because we're like a dynasty team. So they kind of kick off with some good teams playing.
Are they ranked? Do you have their rank number?
We're ranked 19 right now, but it will go down because we did lose to UNC on Friday. So no worries. It's not like it ruined my whole weekend, but I'm just relishing in that basketball's back and it's going to be a long season.
I've tried to watch some women. It's hard when you don't care about any of these teams. Yeah. But people on TikTok did tell me I should pick players, which is also fine. I'm trying. There's just so many players I like on different teams.
Yeah.
I really like, and again, I'm not paying attention to the men. I have no idea that they exist.
No, do not. You do not. You should focus on women. I need to focus on women more. I will step it up this season.
Does Kansas even have a women's team?
Yes,
I
don't
even see
yes,
them.
We do. I did watch them in college. I did go to games.
I'm only following the top 25 teams on my ESPN app, which is where all my players are. Like LSU, they got a few players. South Carolina got a few. UConn has a few. Yeah, that's fucking kind of about it. But they're all playing scrubs right now. They're all playing kind of scrubs.
Yes. Like most teams across the board are like playing the teams where they pay them like $1 million to go play them and crush them so they can like warm up. And like your team's not really like in a great groove. Like practice just started a month ago. Yeah, they've been doing stuff all summer and like training, but you really can't practice as a team until October. Has to be like, I think 30 days out from your first game. So this isn't the month for great basketball. I'm just happy that we can talk about something else other than football because like fuck that sport.
I hate who cares anymore? I'm only here for my fantasy team, which I don't pay attention to, and I'm somehow in second. So men's sports are trash.
No, they're so predictable that you don't even have to watch. You can just do it.
They're all I have a quarterback out right now because his toe. He's been out for weeks. No, literally, I just dropped him.
Embarrassing.
It's so embarrassing. Like, literally, girls play with, like, broken noses all the time. Like, grow up.
Well, I always think about, like, hockey. Like, those players play through anything. Men and women's. Like, they're the toughest sport, I think, out there. And so when an athlete on, like, a football team is like, oh, no, I just have, like, a sore muscle.
Yeah,
grow up. Oh, wow, cute.
Grow up, honestly. You're wearing pads. You're okay. That's the other thing is people are like, football's really dangerous. And I'm like, I've seen people get fucking wrecked in basketball, men's and women's, and they don't have pads.
Yeah.
So...
Well, if it's so dangerous, which it is, wear that little guardian cap. Like, stop being so embarrassed. Why don't you protect yourself then? Don't complain about it and do nothing. Amazing.
Enjoy your toe injury, sir. Ah. Good small celebration. Look at us. Good one.
What's yours?
I'm finally getting my New York City library card today.
Hell yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna go over to the library.
Long,
I had to be a resident, and I didn't change my ID for 4 years, so that was on me.
Sometimes
I had my at least Chicago one.
Yeah. At least in Illinois, you can if you prove like your address, they'll still give you one. It's like it takes more paperwork, but.
I didn't want to do the paperwork, to be so honest. So
understand.
You know what? I'm depressed. Let me live how I want to live. And how I want to live is 4 years. Thank you so much.
I'm so happy for you.
This isn't small berations. This is small celebration to Jesus.
We could have celebrated 4 years ago.
No.
But I'm happy to celebrate today.
Well, I'm going to the library. Having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card.
I completely agree. I love my library. I get so many books from there. I started to do the Libby book rentals though because I do read faster on like a phone or a device. Mm-hmm. But same. Love the library.
Love the library. Also, with everything happening in the world, I just can't support certain companies, so I'm giving up as much as I can, and I've prioritized getting this library card and supporting the New York Public Library. That's where I'm at.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And it's a great place to sit. I highly recommend. I sometimes go get coffee and just sit at my library and like do my little work.
I actually didn't realize there was one so close to my apartment. I thought it was probably like each one I had seen was like a mile plus away. And I was like, oh, that just seems so daunting. Not that I don't love to walk, but it seemed daunting. Nope, there's one 10 minutes. There's one 10 minutes from my apartment. So I'm going there after this to get my library card, and then I'm going to go to the UPS store to make a return so I can get $155 back on dresses that didn't fit.
Hell yeah. Double celebration there.
I know. Good times.
Incredible.
Good times.
Great times.
Should we get into news?
Yeah, because I feel like I have a lot. This reminds me of that episode that we had like literally nothing but news.
I don't have that much. So what's up? What's happening?
This one, I'm going to start off with a really happy thing because we're going to not this episode hasn't been peppy, but this will make your life and then crush you at the same time. Katie Riccio, she has like that Reality of Reality podcast she just started. And Taylor Hale was a guest. And I was like, oh my God, I love that. So I saw some of the videos online. Taylor said she was supposed to be on season 3 of Summer House Martha's Vineyard, but it got cut. Like it got canceled. We could have had Taylor Hale back on our screen. So this is my, like, sound the alarm again. Bring back Summer House Martha's Vineyard.
No, literally, it's so racist that you cut this show. I cannot stress enough. This was such a good show. I'm sorry people are so racist that they didn't watch it, but I'm telling you, this was the fucking show. And you're going to add Taylor Hale? I know. Like, it is one of those shows where it is so funny Like, the small moments are so funny, and those are some of my favorite reality TV moments. I'll never forget when everyone's arguing, and what's-her-nuts, Noelle, was just, like, eating her lobster. It was so funny, and Taylor would have been such a great addition.
Yes, because, like, she would, like, knows how to fight. Like, she knows how to argue, but, like, have intelligent conversations, like, productive ones. So it would have been entertaining to watch a conversation actually go down. And she's so fun.
She's so fun. She would have been out dancing, out
and
doing.
That would have brought a new audience.
Oh, I know. Oh my God.
Isn't that devastating?
No, I'm crushed.
I'm sorry, but it helps our like chance to bring it back even more. Same with, I know you didn't watch Family Karma, but Family Karma, like, some of them are having kids now, and it's like, bring it back. Like, they got good stuff going on in their life.
What petition do we sign? Do we start one?
I don't know.
We've been on this crusade forever, I feel like. Ever since we started watching.
Yeah.
Who do I call?
BravoCon's coming up, and I saw a TikToker be like, here are my 3, like, they better make the announcement that these are coming back or another season is happening. And she didn't say the shows, but everybody was, like, commenting their 3 shows. And it's honestly the same one. You know, it's Summer House Martha's Vineyard, it's Family Karma. You know, like, it's the people of color. Like, bring back substance to this network again.
No, literally, give me other, like, because it was so fun. And obviously, like, it's not people of other cultures' jobs to educate us who have no idea on other people's cultures. But it was fun that they would share their experiences, and then we could, like, we knew where to start, like, looking into things. Like, that's how we kind of, we learned about HBCUs from All American.
That show on Netflix. Yeah.
But then we were able to, like, apply that when, like, they would talk about it on Martha's Vineyard. And, like, you learned about spades from Martha's Vineyard because that's, like, a part of Black culture. And, like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, Preston got married recently.
Did he? Congratulations. Yeah.
Him and Donald got married.
Oh my God. Bring it back.
I know.
Like, I don't even know if Simon's still around. Terrible, man. But
oh my God.
I don't even know.
I saw somebody comment on a photo of Silas and Jasmine from the New York Marathon because they were supporting Carl.
Did he run it? Oh.
No. They were supporting Carl over on, like, regular Summer House.
Oh, that's nice.
And people are like, I really want you on the, like, Summer House spinoff. And I was like, no,
that's where I draw the line. There's a line. Cancel the show if Silas has to be on it. That's my one cancel. See, that's why season 2 was so good.
Anybody else from, like, Summer House Martha's Vineyard onto the Summer House spinoff, not Silas and Jasmine.
Maybe they're waiting to film when Silas, like, has to go
deployed
overseas again. Yeah. And they're like, now we'll film. Jasmine, get in here. Because I really like Jasmine. I do. I really like Jasmine. I thought she was so funny with her dinner for her baby. It was so funny. She's so good.
And you didn't know the guest was the baby.
I had no idea. I was like, who's at the door? But she was so, like, she was fun without Silas. She really was. She stayed out of everyone's drama.
Like, she went
out. She always was dancing. No one had any idea. A lot of the times people would be arguing and she would just watch and be eating. And she's like, I'm hungry because I'm pregnant. I don't have time to argue. It was so funny. Yeah. She was so good without Silas. If Silas needs to be on season 3, then we can cancel it. I think that's my line. That's my line. But I would welcome back Jasmine with, like, full open arms.
You know what? They have a kid, so Silas needs to stay home with the baby, and she will come out for, like, a weekend or 2. She'll be the guest of the group.
All fathers should stay home with the kids. She already pushed him out of her hoo-ha. Come on. She deserves to be on
Step up.
TV.
Your time to shine.
Yeah, you were deployed her whole pregnancy. Now's your time to take care of that child.
You missed the birth of your baby.
Oh, yeah, he did.
That one isn't on him.
No, that's more the country.
Yeah.
That one's on the country. Which
it is.
There's a lot on this country, and just add that to the list. As much as I hate Silas, I think he should have been there.
He did deserve to be there.
Okay, great. Okay, bring back Summer House Martha's Vineyard. That is my one ask. Life would be better. And I think in today's day and age,
I know.
Come on.
Diversity is more important than ever.
Yeah, like, come on. Let's pick this up. Anyway. Love you. Yeah. Love you, Summer House Martha's Vineyard, except Silas. And plus Taylor Hale. Anyway, what's your next piece of news?
Did you see Mike Shay DJing the Real Housewives of Orange County reunion and putting on that bop good as gold?
My dude's back. My dude is back. He has a new face. He has a new look.
Yeah, I was like, is that him?
He has new friends. He has a new jawline. My guy is back and better than ever. And he's hanging out, not with these scrubs on Vanderpump Rules. He's here with the fucking housewives.
True.
The rich ones. He's in Orange County. He's not in the Valley. Fucks Good the point. Valley. He's out here. No, listen, I don't hate Shay. It's hard to because he was genuinely... He had an illness. He was genuinely battling addiction. I don't like Shay that much. He really didn't ever give me much.
He's just a funny side character to like pop up and be like, hey.
He's only funny because of what Sheena like made him. Like he wouldn't.
It's a reaction to Sheena.
Yes. If he showed up and was just like, I'm sober, we all would have been like, great. But with Sheena being like, you can't be a buzzkill too. That was funny. You know what I mean? Without Sheena, I would have forgotten his name. But because of Sheena, I know him.
Well, because it's her last name and she has kept it this entire time too.
She did change it on Spotify. That big bummed me out because
Is it Sheena Marie now?
Yeah. Sad. Because it was Sheena Shay. But there is that one song, you know that song, Shake That? I love. It's my favorite Sheena song for sure. At the beginning, the first words of that song is Sheena Shay. And I'm always like, you can never change it. You can never change it. It's the
she
best
could re-record like Taylor Swift. Well, I guess she doesn't actually own the music, so she actually probably can't.
I wouldn't listen to Sheena's version of that song. I want Sheena Shay.
Shake That.
Because Shay was on that track. He was a part of that track. So it was then like Shay FK, Shay like Kennedy or something. Like it was James, Shay, and Sheena. That was the song they put together. And so the three of them need to be on that track. She doesn't own it. Not Sheena. Sheena Shay. Good for Shay, man. I actually don't know if he's still battling. I know nothing about him. I hope not. I hope he fought through.
Sheena said in her book, as an expert after days of listening,
I'm so jealous of you.
Said that she has talked to Shay when his mom or dad passed away, and so like she reached out and they chatted a little bit.
That's nice.
They're on good terms, considering everything that happened. Yeah. But I think what helps is like they were high school friends. You know, they have like a world outside of like LA and Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, Sheena, that's nice that you reached out. One thing about Sheena is she'll be a good.
She has really good intentions. Yeah.
She has good intentions. They just sometimes
when it's
don't.
Not on reality TV. I think it's like she does have like a pure heart and she is like a good person. They don't always
translate for other people. Yeah. You have to really know Sheena. But that's nice, Sheena. Good job.
Because to be honestly, give her some credit. Like you have different goals when you're on a reality TV show. Yeah. Like she's trying to get screen time and be her normal self, which like is double people pleasing.
Yeah, listen. No, I'm happy Shay's making his return to Bravo. It's hilarious to watch. He will never be a star, but he can keep trying. I kind
of need him to be this like random Bravo DJ that like pops up at random Bravo things. It's like, where's Waldo?
Yeah. Oh, no, I love that. Like he just shows up at Bravo kind of uninvited and just starts like playing a set and everyone's like, what's that guy doing?
Like a random club in Vegas. Like he just plays a set that weekend because he's like Bravo adjacent.
He's there. Yeah. Great. He calls Usher. He's like, drop your residency for the night. It's my night.
I love it. Sign me up.
Okay, great. Usher's like night off, I guess. Good for Shay. What else you got for me?
Okay, here are some new shows or some announcements on shows or movies that are kind of wild. First up, we've got, you know, the Now You See Me movie franchise? Their next heist is at the Louvre.
That's awesome timing. That's divine timing.
People are like, this is crazy PR. I can't believe if you would actually rob the Louvre just to promote your movie.
It's almost like they were in on it.
I'm not saying, like, listen, causation, like, doesn't equal, what is it? Like,
I don't know. I'm dumb.
I can't think of the phrase, but, like, they're not connected, but they're connected. They're connected.
It also has my man, Dave Franco, who my parents didn't think existed. It's my guy. It's my guy. I'll never forget. Dave Franco, baby.
But yeah, no, those were good. There.
Is everyone coming back for the new one, or is it a new cast plus Dave Franco?
No, I think everybody's back. I mean, there's a lot of people in it, so I bet there's not some people, but the main ones are.
It's called Now You See Me, Now You Don't, right?
I don't know. That's the actual one, but it's
hilarious. Oh my God, yeah, Morgan Freeman's coming back. Jesse Eisenberg. Yeah, they're all back. Mark Ruffalo is supposed to be back. Woody Harrelson. Damn. All right. I
actually love those movies, but it's definitely like, hey, this is streaming.
I've only seen the two.
Well, there's only been two.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not behind. Don't you worry.
But yeah, I think it's always like, oh, it's playing on FX on a Sunday when it's raining. We'll just watch this.
Love it. It's a great, like, hey, I don't need, it'll find me at the right time movie.
Yeah, the minute it's sunny, we're turning the show off, or the movie off. But okay, great. Go off, Dave Franco.
Yeah.
Great.
All right, next up, we've got Love Island Beyond the Villa was picked up for season 2, and they confirmed that they're not doing it with season 6. They're going to keep, like, showcasing the cast that just left the villa. So season 7 is up, which I think is a good move. Like, because you and I always said,
well, season 6 was boring. The Beyond the Villa was boring.
I agree. I think the show isn't produced correctly, but yes. I like the idea because you and I wanted this from Love Island UK with some of those casts.
Well, the problem is, pause. I just wanted a reunion that wasn't 10 days after they all left the villa.
We really loved that Christmas special.
Oh, that was the best because you got out in August and then I see you in December.
And they were all in a house. They were all in one place together. Yes. I think it needs to be a short snippet of like a reunion thing and not like a reunion like as we know them with like Andy Cohen, sit down, grill these people. Yeah. It's like a class reunion where everybody gets together and it's like, did anybody hook up who wasn't actually on the show together but was in the same season?
They did that where for these relationships one time. Like that's a fun snippet. Yeah. Okay,
like, so to be honest, I would love if they did that like quarterly for an entire year. Get everybody together and like throw a big weekend and like that's an episode, kind of like Gilmore Girls, A Year in the Life. Like give me a year of their life after the show rather than them all like fake living in LA and like having beef on a rooftop at some made up party.
Yes, agreed. Bring them all together for a little celly, maybe a bevy, and then send them on their way.
Yeah.
One
Get
episode
drunk,
special.
See if anybody hooks up.
Yeah.
And then honestly, talk about it next quarter.
MTV did it the best with that one Are You the One special. It was like someone's baby shower. So they had been out of the house for a long time. And it was after season 2 they did this. And this was like the season 1 cast. So it was like a while. And then everyone was fucking fighting at a baby shower. And that's TV. But then they all left or they all went to hook up. We don't know because
we don't know. They didn't follow them.
But yeah, okay. So it's with a bunch of losers. Okay, great.
Well, Shelly and Ace are not on it. Nick and Alandria are not on it.
Oh my God, who am I watching?
Exactly. Like the concept, great idea. Keep following the cast that just left. The execution.
Those were the only 3, not Ace, but the other 3, those were the 3 I want. I don't care. I love Shelly forever. I love Alandria and I love Nick. Those are my top 3. I have to watch Huda and Amaya.
No, she's not on it. Sorry. Huda's not on it. So sorry. Amaya and Brian are like Iris, Pepe, Hannah, TJ, and then like all those like random extras who like nobody cares about. But I don't care about Brian and Amaya. They broke up like a month after the reunion. So like their fallout's already gone down. Like what does this matter to me?
I don't care about any of these people. The only thing I'm a little curious about is how Iris was dating Pepe and immediately ended up with TJ when they broke up.
But that already happened. Like they missed that.
Yeah, so you'll have to go back and explain it to me, I guess. But I also don't really want to watch Iris and TJ make out. Like I don't care.
No. I liked the Iris and Pepe fallout and the swift move to TJ, but that's it. I don't need to pick up at TJ.
No. I don't. Damn, they don't even have the fucking stars on this show. That sucks.
I know.
All right, well, that was the beautiful thing I will say about season 6 is like you had PPG showing up and then that was what we need. Those were your stars.
Did you finish that season of the like Love Island Beyond the Villa?
I think so. It only had like 8 episodes, right? I couldn't
make it past 3.
It got okay once Liv and Kaylor started fighting.
I hated them. Them fighting about like glam.
Okay, move past that. Then they really started. There was a dinner. It was Cordell's birthday dinner. That was a great scene because Serena was like, because Cordell was filming something else, so he really wasn't on the show, remember?
Yeah.
And so he was in town for like 2 nights, and they were doing a birthday dinner in LA, and they all got together, and Kaylor's grandma had just passed, and like there's a lot of shit happening for Kaylor, and Liv was such a cunt, dude. She was such a fucking bitch.
No, that's crazy because like her family like helped you out. Like that was the craziest part. Away the people who helped you when you had nothing in America.
That was the craziest part. I forget how it happened, like what was said, but something happened where someone was like, something was said, and Kaylor attached that and looked at Aaron and was like, well, you and I are cool, even though, like, I don't necessarily want to be near you kind of thing. But yeah, Aaron was like, her grandma just died. She had to come, like, film this thing. So it's like, I'm going to give her a pass. I'm not. He was very, like, Aaron was great. He was like, I'm not going to antagonize her. She could say whatever she wants to me right now. I know she's going through it because Kaylor's grandma raised her. So it was, like, very devastating for her. And then Liv started, like, going in on Kaylor, and Kaylor kept being like, please stop talking, like my grandma just died, and Liv's like, you can't use that as an excuse. And Liv was such a douche, dude. Like even Aaron was like, Liv, cut it out. Like it was
the
bad.
Person who raised you or like somebody you're really close to, you do get to use it as an excuse for like 3 days. You do get to use it as an excuse for a little bit. I'm sorry,
you have
I'm
to
gonna
go
be
to
so
work.
Honest.
Yeah,
you're allowed to be an asshole for a little bit. Like there's a scale of assholeness you're allowed to be, but let's like just look the other way.
There was something where like it had started, they were already on bad terms because Kaylor had asked, like, Kaylor was supposed to go out with Liv and Kendall, and Liv had told her we're not going out.
I remember
that. But then
that.
They went out, and so Kaylor was just like, I feel really like sad that they're lying to me, whatever. Like she's like, I get it. But Kaylor removed herself from the situation, and Liv was the one that's like
inviting that guy from the Mark Estes boy band thing. And Kaylor was like, I have like an awkward experience. They like hooked up and he just like wasn't into it. And it's like, why do you keep inviting? Liv was a bad friend like multiple times.
Liv
Some of it
kept
was
being
stupid
a bad
stuff.
friend. Yeah. And then she went in and all the girls got up and like went to check on Kaylor. And Liv was like, I don't understand. And all the guys were like, look, it's just like, we know you have stuff to hash out, but this is not the time nor the place. So the fact that you're like kind of attacking her.
That's crazy that guys have to say that to her.
I'm not attacking her. Liv was she's so insufferable. Because like to show no grace to the person that like helped you out when you moved to a different country, like that's kind of crazy. That it was like kind of crazy. There was like no empathy being shown. And then Liv like stormed out and Cordell was like, and Serena's like, fuck, it was just Cordell's fucking birthday. And it was like, it was madness. But Miguel was a really great friend to Kayla. Like, Serena was really great because I think Cordell was like flying out that day. So Serena's like, you can sleep with me. Like, we will. The girls really do love Kaylor. And I like love that for her.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I like Kaylor too. I think she was just, I need her away from Aaron, you know?
I get that.
Yeah,
okay, maybe I'll finish it.
No, you don't have to. That was it. That was the end.
Okay, perfect.
Don't worry about it. It was great. Any other news?
My last thing on shows is that I saw an announcement that Real Housewives of Vancouver and Melbourne are being added to Peacock, which are like Hayu shows, not Bravo shows.
Ooh.
Which gives me hope that we will get Real Housewives of London added. The only caveat is that Vancouver and Melbourne are done. Like their franchises are no longer going. I think Vancouver had 1 season and Melbourne had like 3 or 4, but both of them are like old. So I'm going to have to watch these at some point. I'm going to have
to watch them. No, I'm excited.
And I think we need to do, whichever one has the 1 season, we might need to do it for a 1 season wonder and see if we like Housewives.
Doing Housewives. No, that's a really good like check in. See how we can do Housewives. Love it.
The last thing I have to ask you about is, because I've seen it everywhere, but I don't watch Selling Sunset. But I've seen all this discourse about this season of Selling Sunset and like Chelsea or Mary attacking Chelsea and like being the white woman scared. And then Chrishell like and Emma fighting about her loser boyfriend who's like a maggot.
Yep.
I'm shook.
I have not finished yet. However, I will say, for the past, I think this is Selling Sunset's 9th season. For 8 seasons, if Chrishell had a hater, it was me.
Really?
Listen to me. Let me cook. Listen, before you change the channel, let me cook. I didn't like Chrishell. I thought she was a perpetual victim. I thought anytime anyone hurt her feelings, they were Satan. Like there was she was never willing to like rebuild. She was never willing to show any kind of like growth. To me, it always felt very like harsh. And like, I know she was going through stuff, but it was really hard to watch like this grown ass woman. If I said to her, I don't know, I don't like your outfit, she would get the whole office to get against me and be like, fire her. Like it was always fucking like that. Then she started dating her boss, and it was like anytime she had an issue with anyone in the office, she would tell her boss so that
she would use that relationship.
Yeah, it was really fucking frustrating.
But I will say Mary does that too.
Yes, but I think like in less of an obnoxious way. Chrishell like really we'll get to Mary. Let me focus on Chrishell because I have to.
No, I'm just saying it's like all of his exes use that relationship, and it always did drive me nuts.
Let me. But okay, then when Mary and Chrishell were fighting, and Chrishell was dating Jason, Chrishell was like, "You should go attack Mary." Like it was always like it was everyone, and then Jason was like, "I want to die," which I did too. Then Chrishell started dating G Flip. And I thought G Flip was like really cool. I really liked G Flip. But I was like, why are they dating fucking Chrishell, you know? But I think whenever Chrishell is with G Flip, I really like their relationship. I like seeing it. I like Chrishell like exploring this new side of her. I enjoy it. But then Chrishell would go to work. It would drive me fucking nuts, right? Plus, Chrishell is cliquey. She likes to be the most exclusive clique, and she's mean to new girls. I never liked Chrishell. However, this season, I hate to say it, but I'm not a Chrishell hater. I was such a hater. Even on Dancing with the Stars, I was like, vote her off. No, now I'm like, because here's the thing. I still think the way Chrishell goes about a lot of things bugs me. But related to the Emma stuff, right? Emma's been dating this guy on and off for a few years. This dude is horrendous.
She's been dating him on and off for a few years?
Yeah.
He's so ugly.
He's worse when you hear him. He is somehow worse. I saw a picture when they first showed it, and I was like, "Ooh," you know, like, "Ooh, that looks like someone I could pull." Emma is like also, way more beautiful.
It's embarrassing that she like makes him somewhat good looking for like Instagram photos, and then you see him and you're like, "Whoa, this is like what did I order from Shein? Like, this is what I ordered versus this is what I got."
So then they do this lunch, right? And with Chrishell and Chelsea. And Emma's like, Chrishell hates this guy because he's kind of a loser, right? But Emma's like, no, but I love him. We've rekindled, whatever. This guy sits down and immediately he's like, I've never eaten a vegetable in my life. And Chrishell is like, what? And
that's
he's
like, so weird.
He's like, yeah, I get tacos from Del Taco with no lettuce because I don't eat vegetables. And Chrishell's like, I don't know. And then he didn't know he lives in Florida from my gathering, but he doesn't know where Boston is.
What?
But he's hella rich. This dude's like part of a real estate mogul, like billionaire status, and he just doesn't know geography. He's never like I think left the country. Like he's
I feel like the loser. Rich go places.
Yeah, because Emma was going back to visit her family in Boston, and he was like, "Oh, I'm headed to Florida from California, right?" So he's like, "I'll give you a ride. It's on the way." It's not on the way. He had no idea. He had no idea Boston wasn't near Florida.
Also, you've been dating this girl whose family lives in Boston.
He had no idea.
On and off for years, and you don't know where that is? Like, I understand you don't know where Topeka, Kansas is. No hate to them.
But like, Boston's a major city. Yeah. So this dude's a fucking idiot, right? And Chrishell the whole time is like, what the fuck? She's not hiding it. Chrishell started dating I actually don't know how G Flip identifies. I think non-binary, but that's when she decided she hated men. Like she fucking hates this dude, which I enjoy.
Actually, I think the divorce when she got tested that she was going to be getting divorced started the ball rolling.
The divorce helped, sure. But basically, this dude's a big old loser, right? Chrishell the whole time cannot fix her face. She is like
Obsessed with that.
You're a nightmare. This guy then leaves. Oh, he's always drunk too. He shows up everywhere he's drunk.
What?
He's already had a few before lunch. Like he's always drinking.
Outside of the money, I hear no qualities. And that's his family, so it's not even him.
So he leaves, and Chrishell is like, dude, you're gonna be someone's mom. Like, you can't, like, come on, you're not his mom. And Emma's like, so Emma now can't talk about her relationship with Chrishell, which I do think is like, you know, a problem in a friendship because Chrishell makes it known. But then it comes out that like this guy also fights with Emma because he doesn't want Emma to have a job. He doesn't like when Emma goes to lunch with clients. He doesn't like when Emma hangs out with her friends.
What?
He doesn't like when Emma goes out without him. He doesn't like that Emma doesn't want to marry him immediately or have children with him. So Chrishell, being a good friend, does look at Emma and is like, you have to be so careful because he's trying to impregnate you and trap you. If you get pregnant with this man, you're done. Right?
He wants you. He doesn't know how to handle a strong, gorgeous, powerful woman, and he is trying to not lose you, so he's trying to handcuff you to him, so you do not leave him. You do not see anybody outside. He's putting you in a gilded cage.
Yeah. Now, I will say, Chrishell has the right idea. I think the way she tries to, like, tell Emma this is wrong. She's very harsh. And, like, I used to do this when I was in high school, and I'd be like, your boyfriend sucks. You know, that's not going to help your friendship.
You have to come and be like, I'm worried for you. Like,
yes, which Chrishell does not do, at least on camera. So that's where I think it backfired. And then when Emma was telling Chrishell in the last episode I watched, like, oh, we broke up, Chrishell was like, yay! And I was like, no, Emma's clearly sad. Like, read the room a little.
You can take this personal victory when you go home to G and be like, yay, I'm so happy.
So I do think my issues in the past 8 years with Chrishell has been, I don't necessarily disagree with her. I disagree with how she does things because it drives me fucking, like, it's just the way she goes about it. But now I'm fully on her side.
Yes. I have seen some of that discourse online, and Chrishell has said that normal context that would make people understand and, like, make her not crazy to people is cut from the show. Like, if she has normal conversations or, like, forgives people or has the details of why she's so upset at people, they won't put it in because they want it to be exactly what, like, they're serving up. So she does seem like just this, like, whiny baby. And I fully believe that. Like, they're cutting things out.
I do too. And I do have to remember it's like a TV show, but it was like season after season. I would just be 100%. Like, I hate Chrishell. And even on Dancing with the Stars, I was like, she's insufferable. But now I'm yes, Chrishell, fucking get your friend away from this dangerous man. Agreed. I've seen the reunion. I haven't watched it myself, but I've seen that they really go in hard on Chrishell, which I think is not going to be great because it's a bunch of straight white women attacking like a queer woman,
and
which I don't think.
With Chelsea stuff.
Yeah, that is. I again never really liked Chelsea that much.
Yeah,
I did feel bad because she went through this like terrible divorce, and like, listen, I get it. I feel very bad. Fuck men, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I do think, I will say, again, it's this season that's like making me question because something happened to Mary where Mary got like her house broken into and it was very scary and all the women rallied. Chelsea and Mary are not friends. So Chelsea did not reach out to Mary and be like, text, hope you're okay. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Instead, Chelsea sent her flowers and just said like, I heard what happened. I know we're not friends, but like I wanted to just hope you're doing okay, whatever.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
And Mary freaked out because she received the flower delivery on camera and was like, Chelsea's doing this for the cameras. And production was like, it wasn't our idea. Like, Chelsea didn't know. Maybe she did know you were filming, but like we didn't tell her to time this. Yeah, production.
Okay, but let's say she even did do it for the cameras. Okay, that's not the greatest offense in the world to show kindness to someone who's going through a hard time on camera
that you don't like. But then they even had a dinner for Mary I just watched where it's right around the time of the LA fires too. So Mary's like, it feels dumb to be sad that I lost like all my heirlooms and my house was broken into because some people lost everything, right? And she's like, and I still have the money to like Like, I didn't realize in the LA fires, like, banks burned down, so people lost their savings. Like, there was just no money.
I didn't think about that.
Which was a problem because, like, yeah, okay, technically your money still exists, but, like, where can you go get it?
But if it's a small bank,
yeah,
that bank is now out of business. I mean, hopefully they're, like, federally insured, but you're not going to get 100% of your money back. Like, you've lost money.
I appreciate Mary having the realness to be like, it seems dumb for me to cry. But Chelsea was the one that's like, you shouldn't just like diminish. You can acknowledge that other people have it harder than you, but you are also going through a hard time. And I think Chelsea really was really great to Mary, where she was like, you can be sad that your privacy is now like, or like you don't have security in your own home and you lost like things that meant something about your parents, or like your like people who have died, like were taken away from you, and like you don't have those anymore. But you can also like, you're also doing good by helping these other people. So like, you're trying to help in any way, but you're allowed to also feel a certain way about what happened to you.
Yeah.
And it was really nice. And then Mary was just like, also, Chelsea, I think you're a bitch. And I was like, holy fuck. Because Chelsea was like, Chelsea was really badass in this argument when Mary was like, you're doing this for the cameras. And Chelsea was like, the cameras are going to get me regardless if I send you flowers. Like, I don't need that. And I was like, yo. So Chelsea really fucking ate with that, which again, I was like, I hate that all these people I didn't like. I will say I've never liked Emma, and I stand by that. I still don't fucking like Emma.
My thing is, we are filming a show. Like, why are you mad if people try to use things for storylines?
Hello?
Everybody knows we're all on a show. This isn't a hidden camera situation, and you got God. And now you found out it was inauthentic. Like, you knew you were going to be filming. Everybody revs things up for the cameras, but why can't I just say something to you and you just take it heartfelt?
Yeah, and Chelsea made sense where she was like, I don't like you and you don't like me. Why the fuck would I text you? And she's like, this was a separation, like a degree of separation where I could show you I'm thinking of you and not have to actually interact with you. Yes. And Chelsea said, I didn't even know if you received the flowers. You never reached out to thank, but I didn't care, which Mary did throw those flowers away on camera, I will say, which was not a great look.
The only time you can do that is if a man cheated on you and gets you flowers. Why are we throw away the card, keep the flowers, or give them to someone?
It also doesn't look good that she's the only black woman. Well, I guess Amanza is also black, but like the only dark-skinned black woman. I was about to say, come on.
We talked about like the
Amanza's white passing. Come on, yeah.
And it's not like she's like sticking up for. I heard they were supposed to do a finale party and they canceled it because like towards the end, Mara goes all white woman scared and says she's scared to be in the same room as Chelsea.
She does give Jason an ultimatum where she's like, see, Chrishell, this is my difference. And maybe I've gotten scammed the past few years, but not anymore, Mary. I've clocked you. This was Chrishell. She would look at Jason and be like, you better fire everyone I don't like. Mary went to Jason and was like, oh, I just don't know if I can work in this office. Like, I've been here since the beginning and like, it just doesn't seem right. And Jason's like, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. And she goes, the only way to fix it is like mirror them. And I'm like,
just
terrible.
Come out with it. Just say what you want. If you're going to like pull that card, just fucking do it.
Just say what you want. It's not looking great. I will say though, I've always really liked Brie, Nick Cannon's ex-baby mama.
I've enjoyed her as a character, but I've heard she doesn't take.
She's not involved with these. She has no friends. She like the camera is just like her selling houses and then like being like, I hate everyone.
That is.
She's not involved.
Enjoyed how she doesn't give a shit, but like you got to give some shits.
She doesn't give any. I like her as like you said, a character. I think she's like very fun to have this like I don't give a fuck kind of attitude. Like she's also kind of the audience where like when everyone's fighting, she just sits there because she's like, I don't give a shit what happens. But she's just like, there's something about Brie, and I haven't put my finger about it that I don't think I'm supposed to like, and I'll figure it out. I'm excited to watch the reunion because I think that's going to be so telling.
Mm-hmm. So did you see that Chrishell quit or like is not going to return to the show?
Rightfully so.
I agree.
No. I do though. I question because her and G-Flip had a really interesting scene. They cannot agree on where to live to raise a family. Because which I think is a big we might break up over it type thing. I don't think they will because they're married.
No, yeah. But that's a huge conversation.
Yes. And they keep tabling it, which is so, like, at the end, and I get you're on camera, so you're not going to solve things, but they literally go, we'll just table it for later. And I'm like, oh, I hate that.
Wait, so does G want to go back to Australia?
Yeah, G's Australian. Okay. They're like talking, and G is like, I would love to, like, the ideal for me is to raise a family like on a farm in Australia. She goes, I think it's really wholesome. I think the school system's safer. She makes great arguments that I'm like, yeah. But then Rochelle is like, all my friends and family are in LA. Like, I would be then like fully dependent, which is also a really good argument. Like, she'd be fully dependent. She doesn't even have a career in Australia. Like, everything she has is really in LA. So it's like, it's hard. I get both. I totally get it. But then they're like, we'll just table it. And I'm like, oh, we didn't get anywhere in this conversation.
Well, I wonder if the Selling Sunset piece will help them, like, push them to Australia, because I understand, like you said, Chrishell's point of her friends, her family, her work, like big pillars of your life are in LA, while the culture and the things that they probably want to raise their kids in is in Australia.
Yeah.
But I know G had like a tour in Australia. And so I think this happened during one of the Selling Sunset seasons where Chrishell was like, I'm leaving. I'm going to go for it. Like, somebody else needs to handle my listings. And Chrishell actually was on a soap opera there during that time. So like, I think she has tried to build up her career more so in Australia. So I wonder if, because Selling Sunset is a huge piece
of her career,
and then that leads her into like being a real estate agent, even if she isn't like full time.
Someone looked her up and was like, in her whole, because you could look these things up. Yeah. In her whole career, she has sold 8 houses. Oh, so she has sold
it's just
less
like
than one a season. Yeah.
Okay. So. See, that is ridiculous. I hate the bait and switch.
Say I just need to do one sale for the year and I'm making $140K. Like, and that's just the sale. Then I have, promotions and I'm doing influencer stuff and whatever. So like, obviously she only, but then don't make me go see 12 of your listings and be like, I have to sell them all. But again, these are multi-million-dollar homes, so it's probably harder to sell. So it probably takes a lot longer.
That's
true. I don't know, but yeah, I would say her real estate career is not necessary. We're not dying for it.
No,
we're good, but hilarious. Anyway, that's my piece on Selling Sunset.
No, that was good. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love a good discourse online, but this one's tougher because it's horrific things. Like, I'm just tired of my reality TV conversations being what the world is, but
that's what
reality
it is.
TV mimics real life. It's just it's hard to swallow the bigotry and racism on every front
and
of
homophobia. It's hard that I was like, I won't say on the wrong side because I still don't fully love Chrishell, but I will support her. No, that's okay.
I think you don't like the character that she is. But I think if you got to know her, I don't think you'd dislike her as much. But they did that. They purposely put her on this platter for you to dislike.
I think if we were acquaintances, I would love Chrishell. I don't really want to be her friend, I don't think, but like acquaintances for sure. But G-Flip is so fucking cool, dude.
That's the thing. I agree with you. Their relationship fascinates me.
There has to be something so cool about Chrishell if G-Flip's like married to her. They're just that the minute Chrishell brought on G-Flip, I was like, okay, I'm missing something about Chrishell. There has to be something I'm missing. And she was on Dancing with the Stars before G-Flip. So like, I don't.
You know what? She also was on Traitors last season, and she was fucking annoying on that. Because her and like Nikki Bella and they
had the girl. She's very cliquey. Yeah, that's my thing with Chrishell. She's very cliquey, and she did the thing where she looked at Nikki and was like,
"That show is very cliquey though too. Like you kind of get like, fuck, who can I trust?"
Yeah,
so
she's
I get
very
it, but
cliquey.
You're right. She turned against Nikki Bella.
Yeah, it was rude. Yeah. And Nikki was faithful, so
she was.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but there has to be something I'm missing because G-Flip is like too fucking cool. Whatever, Jesus.
Maybe Australian Chrishell will pop off, and you'll love that version.
I like Chrishell only in Australia. Maybe because Scotland Chrishell didn't do much for me.
Oh, that's true. So maybe international Chrishell, isn't it?
That's hilarious. Oh, okay. I love that. Do you have more news? I only have a few.
No, that's all I have.
Okay, great. New York City got a new mayor, baby.
What?
The name is Mamdani.
Mamdani.
And I voted for him, just so everyone knows. I did it Who, What, Where. You did not influence my fucking vote. Jill Zarin, you did not influence my vote.
I would never think those people would, but...
Anyway.
I would have voted for him. I voted for him in my mind.
Yeah, he's America's mayor. I love that all of the United States is like, that's our mayor, which is so funny.
I love him.
I also, you know what? Shout out all the idiots in like Missouri and Kansas who are like, what does this mean for us? Literally nothing.
No,
calm down.
I agree. Because in the same way I'm like, that's my mayor from Chicago. The people who are freaking out, I'm like, that isn't our mayor. Like, also, relax.
Everyone fucking calm down. I saw a video today of someone in Missouri who was like, don't come moving here when it all goes to shit. No one's moving to Missouri. Meredith literally fled the state, okay? Calm down.
I have to mentally prepare every time I'm going to step foot in there. And half of that's Missouri and half of that's my family. So if you do live in Missouri, it's not all on you.
It's partly,
it is my family as well.
No one's
you're
moving,
living in the state with my family.
Literally no one's moving to Missouri. And he's picked his team, his transition team. They're all women.
Hell yeah. That reminds me of like Jalen Hurts. It's like powerful men are run by powerful women.
Powerful men of color. Why don't we bring these men up more? It's the white men we should crush. Anyway, I'm so hyped. So hyped. Anyway,
I'm dying.
And I do have a little basketball news if you're interested.
Alicia, we started this off with my fall celebration is basketball. Like that always means your basketball.
This isn't college or W or M NBA. This is...
I'm going to call it that forever.
I call it the MNBA. Do you know how mad? You can always tell like an insecure man when you're like, oh, you watch the MNBA? And they're like, it's not cold there. And you're like, don't pop a blood vessel. Relax. You're good. Yeah. Your veins popping. Calm down.
Why is this like why are you taking this so personally? You don't even play in this league.
You can't even get tickets. You can't afford the tickets. What are we doing? I told my dad, I was like, yeah, I don't really watch the MNBA. And he started laughing and he's like, that's awesome. That's how you know a real man.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
Is this Unrivaled?
Okay. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Thank you so much. And you for my...
I'm not joking. Half of the reason I don't want to like get involved and start watching this stuff is because I thoroughly enjoy being told from you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, would I lose the excitement of it because like you're not in my ear?
Maybe. So we
it's like those annoying married couples.
Like I play in it. So Unrivaled, if you will, we had our draft. So we know our Unrivaled teams because they're not the same.
That. Hold on. We got to back up because Unrivaled is new to me. Okay. So last episode you talked about they picked the coaches and something else.
I don't know. But okay, let me lay it out.
Okay.
Last year there were 6 teams, each with 6 players, right?
Is it? It's 3v3?
3v3. So it works.
I was like,
and then there's also and then there's like a pool of reserves that like
when people get injured, you can get your reserve. Yes. Your like fake little football team, you can like pick up people on the side at any time.
Okay. Yes, it's like when you're the coach and you could so that's what's happening. Okay. So they added 2 new teams because we have a whole new class of rookies coming in and some people are leaving and some are coming back. You know, it's just
there's just
sometimes
more people.
We have to add more people. Yes. So they made 2 new teams. So now there's 8 teams of 6. Right? So they have to redraft because it's also not fair if like a lot of other teams already have this chemistry in 3v3 and then you have 2 new teams that like are going to be a mess, right?
Yeah.
The rules there were 4 teams that made the playoffs. They all got to pick 2 players from last year's squad to reserve. And how they did it was they did like pods. So there was like, I don't know, 6 or 8 pods of like, or 6 pods of 8 players. And so it's like, okay, pod A, you could go through, but if you were a coach that wanted to save someone, you could immediately from the beginning be like, I'm saving this person. And then everyone else picks the other 8 players or the other 7 players. So you got to reserve 2 people if you were a playoff. And then if you were just a returning club, you got to save 1 person. And then the top 2 teams got to pick first. And then they snake draft the rest of the way. We have some teams. I'm not going to go into all of them. I will say Unrival's number 1 pick was Paige Beckers, if you can imagine. I'm not thrilled about the team she's on. That's a hot take, I think. I'm not thrilled at the coach. and the team's very young, which I think is fine. It's not like, but I wish there was like one fucking vet. They're all like 1 or 2 years in, maybe 3. It's like not the best, but I do think they're going to be, a team to contend with. Maybe, I don't know. It's hard to see. It's 3v3. You never know. So yeah, we have the Breeze. That's one of the teams. That's the team Paige is on. We have the Hive, which is also a new team.
I like that name. That's my favorite conference room name at work.
Yeah. We have the Lunar Owls, which was, I believe, a playoff team last year.
All right.
Because I got to save, and they have some good players. We have the Mist, which they only saved one. They saved Stewie. Of course, you got to save Stewie. We have the Rose. They were the championship team.
Rose?
The Rose.
ROSE.
Rose, yes.
That's my middle name. That might have to be my team.
This is a good team. Let me tell you about this team because they won the championship. The coach is really great. Her name is Nola Henry, I believe. She's really good. She's the assistant coach on Dallas. So she had a lot of eyes on her because Paige plays for Dallas, and her and Paige became really good friends, and people were like, make her the head coach. But she's kind of like, my life is unrivaled now because I won. I am the championship. So she also got to pick 2 people, and people were really hoping Paige could get on Rose. But because Rose won, they were like later in the draft. And so Nola came out and was like, I would have picked her, but she was gone.
But I think it's also good for Paige to like get influence from other people
and
too.
And they'll still be friends. It'll be fun when they compete against each other.
She's going to go back to her team anyways, like in the WNBA.
Rose was able to save 2 players, and in the draft, they were able to pick up another player from last year, or maybe 2 other players from last year. So they have like a good because Nola, because people were like, why'd she pick one of the players? Questionable. Her name's Lexi Hall. She played on Indiana, and she was one of the white girls that was friends with Sophie Cunningham, who I fucking hate. So people were like, how could you pick her? And Nola was like, she was on the team last year, and loyalty means everything to me. So
I understand that.
And I really liked Lexi in Unrivaled. I hate her on Indiana, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, Rose might be your team. I really like Rose. This was the team Angel Reese was on, but she's not coming back this year because she's rehabbing. Okay, we have Laces. The Laces. And then, which, this is a strong fucking team, dude. The people they picked are jacked. It's a bunch, like, a lot of the people they picked are known to just, like, you run into a brick wall if you run into them. And so you're going to get beat up when you play the Laces, just so everyone knows.
Sounds like a backyard basketball team name.
Yeah, the Laces. That's what we're going. We're playing
I love that.
We're playing street ball. And the refs really let them play because it's 3v. We can't keep stopping. It's 3v3.
Yeah.
We have the Phantom.
Ooh.
That's a fun one. This is going to be a scary team too. They have a lot of good players. And then we have Vinyl.
Oh, not my favorite name out of all of them.
No. But they're all going to be there. It's going to be fun. I think the teams are very evenly matched. Mm-hmm. I do think the 2 new teams have a lot of new rookies or new people to Unrivaled. So I'm interested to see how Breeze and Hive do. Mm-hmm. But it looks dope. And I don't know if I told you this, but they're doing they take place in Miami. That's where they play all their games.
How long is the season?
Like 3 months, 2 months, 8 weeks, something like that. Yeah. But it's all in Miami. And if you decide to go and buy tickets, you see 2 games for the night. So you'll see 4 out of the 8 teams play.
I love that.
Because it's shorter. So they're like, yeah. However, they announced it. Did I tell you this? They're doing one night in Philly. And so my friends and I
want to go.
And we said, buy tickets. We bought them. And they sold out in 45 minutes.
I bet.
It was insane. The way, thank God we bought tickets right away and just said, we'll ask questions later because it was sold out in so quick. They had to.
Alicia, if somebody can't go that you bought tickets with,
There honestly might be because it's 2 of my friends and then one of my friends' boyfriends. Actually,
he's a man. He can't go.
But he's like a maybe. So she's like, he'll eat the cost. I'm like, I can find someone to fill in. Like, I'll call you. Yeah. But we're going to Philly for a night. And they announced which teams we're going to see finally, because it's only going to be 4 out of the 8 teams that we'll see in Philly. So I'm going to watch the Breeze, which is a fun new Paige Becker's team. Very fun. Versus the Phantom, which I'm so excited about because they have so many good players. And then I get to watch Rose, which is great, versus Lunar Owls, which was also one of the top contenders and has the 1v1 champ and the 1v1 runner-up. So you just know that's going to be good. And it's going to be fun. That's going to be a fun one.
That's amazing. I hope they do more of those, like, I do too. Philly will go well, and then they'll be able to, like, find, like, you know, because there's 8 teams, like they could have 2 different nights in 2 different cities.
Yeah, they got the sponsor of Xfinity, and the Xfinity Arena is in Philly, so I think they were like, we'll do that.
That's great.
But yeah, it was fucking dope. We literally booked 0 accommodations. We were like, we'll take the train and then we'll fucking figure it out.
Yeah.
I think we're just gonna take the like 11 p.m. train back to New York and be like, oh well. But we're pumped. It's gonna be a good season. I'm excited. I will say the way they did the live draft was so messy. I was like, don't do it live ever again. But it was a good draft.
Let's work out the kinks. It kind of reminds me when Netflix like tried to do that live reunion for Love Is Blind.
Let's work out the kinks.
We don't know what we're doing here.
But it was fun. I watched it. Can't wait. Can't wait for Unrivaled. It's gonna be so good. And they actually get paid.
I like want to get into. I think the W and all the lore, like I never want to get like that deep into it because I want you to story tell me all that. But I'm gonna watch some of these because this is so different.
It's on TNT. It's super quick. I mean, we're gonna watch 2 games in like 2 hours. Like it's really not that bad. And they have, like I said, the 1v1 tournament was really fun. Those are all on YouTube if you like want to watch those. Where it's just like. It is hard to do 1v1. I can't imagine. Bet. And it was crazy. It was a 1st seed and an 8th seed that like ended up in the chain. It was so good.
Wow.
And now they're on the same team together. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
I'm excited.
I'm pumped for January.
I was about to say, okay, so it starts in January?
It starts in January. And I hope there's lore because they're all living in Miami together. Oh, I just want everyone to fucking date. Point. I know. I like the lore of the W. I think of women's basketball because they all fucking date. It's so insane. No one in the MNBA is dating.
Just their like connections of like it's easy to start kind of like rumors because it's like so all these people are hanging out. There's so many connections. It's like they're what's going on here?
It's like why are you on their couch at 10 p.m.? What is that?
Are you friends or is there something cooking here?
The 14-year-olds on Twitter are wild. These Paige fans. She needs to give them up, or she needs to do something to really anger them. She needs new fans, but she got picked on this team, and she's with another openly gay player named Kate Martin, and both of them are like kind of like the internet's girlfriend. Like they just have tons of fans who have tons of crushes on them, and then people are like, "Oh my god, now that they're on a team together, what if they start dating? I feel so bad for AZ." And I was like. Yo, what the fuck are you smoking?
Relax.
This was coming out while Paige was at the UConn game.
Oh, yeah.
Which she did go to, which was all over my fucking timeline. Because I didn't watch the game, but everyone let me know Paige was there.
You're like so funny.
Seems like a nightmare to be Paige. She couldn't even go to the bathroom without people like,
Alicia, I didn't even tell you this. What? I was on our TikTok one day and looking at like the random DMs, and somebody DM'd us like 2 months ago. Oops. It was like, will you look into this rumor about Paige and AZ?
Yeah, which one?
It was something so niche. I saw it like way too late, but I literally cackled because I was like, no,
I have to do detective work?
This is not us.
No, if it's
we're just here.
If it's not in my face, I don't want it. Wait, that's so funny. I'm not looking into fucking shit on these two. I'm literally 10 years older than them. I'm exhausted. No, you want me to
You're more than 10 years older. Alicia, we are.
No, we're not.
You said I thought you were talking about the 14-year-olds.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Paige. I was like, excuse me.
No,
I'm
young. So sorry. I was thinking the 14-year-olds with all these rumors.
Oh, yeah, them. Can I look into... No. If you find it, send it. That is so
I'll send you a screenshot. I saw it on my computer, so I think it's like a little bit more hidden on our phones.
Oh, that is hilarious. I actually, on my personal account, get DMs of like, can you report the news? And I'm like, no, I don't do news. I'm here for the gossip.
Lore. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am women's gossip, like women's sports gossip girl.
Yeah. Like, I don't care if
about facts.
Yeah, no. I want the tea. I want the drama. I want to give you my opinions on things. I don't give a fuck about the news.
Absolutely.
Can I look into no?
No.
The answer is no. I don't look into anything ever. You think
there
I'm going to start with...
There are other people who do that. Like, go follow Coach Jackie, you know?
Dude, the 14-year-olds will look into it for you. They know Paige and AZ better than they know each other at this point.
Go find a spry child who has time for this.
That is so funny. I wonder how old this person was. I'm probably so young.
It doesn't matter the age. It
doesn't matter.
We're not doing that.
Anyway, that's all I got. You got anything?
Can we talk about some watching things?
You want to skip reading? Well, yes, we can.
Did you read anything or
not
anything
enough?
Of note? Okay.
Not enough.
Did you watch Salt Lake City?
Yes, of course. I'm so addicted to them on a boat.
This is actually giving me life. It is like helping me live every single day, knowing that these people are so fucking funny and so good at making reality TV that it's not about horrific things that are going on in this world.
You know what's beautiful? It's like we all watched these past 2 episodes and it was so magic. Like, how do you explain to a man, like, these women are arguing, one of them like has a fake accent, one has an octopus on her head, the other is throwing up over the side of the boat, and the crew is just trying to serve dessert, like ice cream cake nonetheless. Like, how do you describe that to someone?
No, because that even like doesn't do it justice, like that description.
It doesn't. My husband and I have a monogamous relationship. I was like, where is she from? What happened to Meredith? That
Meredith
was so
Marks'
funny.
Accents are like Dorit's accent to me. I'm like,
I said the same thing. It's like,
but
Dorit.
I love it. Keep it up. I love the commitment to the bit.
My husband and I have a monogamous relationship. I was like, holy fuck. Brittany is like, why are you telling me? She's wiping vomit off her chin.
She's chugging tequila and red wine post the row up, which I'm like, listen, I get a puke and rally, but like swish some water around in there, maybe a little soda. Like, tequila is the last thing you need.
I don't like Brittany, but I didn't like everyone judging her for taking a shot at tequila.
I will absolutely judge her. I would judge you. I would judge anybody for doing that, because my next fear is you're just going to projectile vomit right after you bang that shot.
I'm Team Heather. Let her do whatever the fuck she wants. Why are we concerned?
Agreed. But you can't act surprised when I say that's crazy.
Why are we concerned? Heather's smashed in the corner. Captain Jason tries to eat ice cream cake and hates it so much.
Scurries out of there so fast.
Bronwyn is like, you guys chased him away, and Lisa's
Daisy
like, it's
being
him.
Like, I'll go get your cake.
I'll go get your cake. Was so funny. They cannot even just shut the fuck up while they're like served cake. They are screaming, yelling. I don't even know what about. We're throwing our headbands that have saws on them. Like, it is so. Mary is like, can Angie start throwing up some more? It was so funny. We find out that there's a husband kissing and farting on someone else. That was so funny.
Out of all the husband rumors we've ever heard, especially cheating ones, this is like the most insane.
But it's like, it's so funny. It's not like, I can't even be mad if he did it.
No, because I would be so upset if I am kissing a married man and he starts farting. Like, I'm the mistress. We don't you don't do that to me. I'm the fun one here.
Yeah, I don't have the ring. You can't fart near me.
What are we doing?
Crazy.
Also, who's making out with Todd? That is the one reason I don't really believe this.
Who's making out with Todd? Why is Mary like, what's wrong with his intestines? It was so funny. Oh,
Angie
my God.
Getting her hand stuck in the door while in an inflatable is soap opera level, like, comment. Like, this is the most unhinged trip for poor Angie. Just like, cannot live on this fucking boat. She needs to never go on a yacht again.
Why is the crew giving them back massages? Is that a thing?
I've never seen that.
I always thought there was like a level of like, we can't cross the line. It was so crazy.
Maybe it's because they're like both Bravo, so there's this like weirder like Bravo-led connection where you feel like you're friends rather than them being guests. I don't know,
but I'm so obsessed with these weirdos. They're so... It was so good. I can't even tell you like where we landed on the drama because I don't care because I'm distracted by everyone in costume. I'm distracted by Daisy. Like, what do we do? I'm distracted by Chef Ben who's like, I'm just going to fucking sleep. Like, I can't handle it. That one guy with an accent is just watching.
Zhao or whatever.
No. The stew. Who's like serving them right. Remember, Mary was like, there's lips on this glass and they're not my lips. And the guy was like, that's okay.
Oh,
no,
Joao
Joao is the boss.
The hairdressing, like
the hairdresser.
Yeah.
That is so funny. She's like, you have to come do my hair. And then the other stew is like, are you a hairdresser? And he's like, no.
I can't wait to get the below deck version of this. Because I'm not as keen to watch Below Deck. I like tend to binge it. Like I'll just pop in for an old season. But this, I will be watching these episodes. I am like waiting with bated breath. Like give it to me right now.
Watch this whole season because this boat is so ginormous. I love watching the crew like struggle around this boat.
I can't wait.
Oh my God. And the crew quarters are so small, which makes it even worse because then this boat is so huge. It's so good.
Damn.
10 out of 10 for Salt Lake City. I don't even know what we're arguing about anymore.
At this point, we're filtering between Bronwyn's husband cheating and Lisa bringing up her kids and husband all the time and like they're beefing, and then Brittany now bringing up a Meredith rumor about Seth cheating that she got from TikTok.
That was so funny. That was so funny because she's like, there's been multiple people that heard about it. And when he's like, I heard about it from Brittany. And when he's like, Meredith was like, yeah.
Obviously.
She's the only one.
Showing them like literally sitting in the cabin watching TikTok. That's what I need. If we're going to get stuff from bloggers and TikToks, just say that's where you're getting it from.
Yeah.
The transparency on Salt Lake City is incredible.
Heather is wasted in the corner. She has no idea what's happening.
We moved on from Lisa and Heather, like, beefing so hard and, like, Heather following Lisa down to the dock, and we're on to 200 new scandals and injuries.
Whitney and Heather, bad weather. Spin the truth, destroy.
Heather finally admitting that she just had a grudge for Bronwyn is everything I needed. Like, babe, we knew that.
Meredith was arguing with Lisa about not being a good friend as the stew is trying to serve spicy margaritas.
Before that, like getting that footage of them, the surveillance footage of them in their room beefing about that. I need more surveillance footage at Real Housewives trips because I think that they will let their guard down and the real drama will come out. Yeah. And then they'll be forced by production to continue to discuss it.
Oh my God, Bronwyn's sleeping outside because she didn't want to sleep next to Brittany.
Why didn't she sleep on like a couch in the living room area?
She couldn't, it was probably such a big boat, she couldn't figure it out.
Good point.
And then, like, we might get that on Below Deck because there has to be someone probably awake to be like, what is this woman doing?
You're so right that at, like, late night.
Like, watching her walk up and being like, well, we'd have to get the crew waking up because they were already cleaning when Bronwyn woke up. Yeah. We'll have to get the crew that's like, what is she doing out here?
That's the thing. I really do think they're holding back. They're trying to give a little tease of the crew's reactions.
Yeah.
To help tell the story of Salt Lake, but they're holding it back.
Oh, it's so good. It's a 10 out of 10 show.
I need more Housewives shows or more other shows to go on these cruises. I think these crossovers are the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
This is like the Sweet Life on Deck with Hannah Montana or whatever the fuck those things were. That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana, whatever we had. And this is the crossover.
Last week I did say I was upset that we didn't immediately get the boat reaction, but it would be hard to watch the exact same thing back from a different perspective and like right after each other. So I do now understand the waiting a few months because I will be energized to want to rewatch this exact same scenario like 3 months later.
No, I agree. I need all the housewives to now be required to go on Below Deck. It was just with a seasoned cast, please. Like adding Daisy, Ben, and Captain Jason, who have been here.
That's what it is. It's like their relationship with Captain Jason is like making this funnier because he like so does funny. Kind of want to sit with them, but he's like, holy fuck. Yeah. Daisy is hilarious. And Daisy then you know the food's good, so there isn't like drama over the food. It's like Ben being like, what is going on? Just
Ben's gonna be pissed if they don't eat the food.
Agreed.
Ben's crazy. Yeah. All chefs are crazy if we've learned anything from this show.
But I hate when the drama is like it's a bad chef. I want them to be a good chef and have a major ego.
Yeah, but Ben's going to be so mad if they didn't eat the food. He's going to be like, what did I make zombie ice cream cake for?
Yeah.
That was the funniest part was it was ice cream cake.
So, like, this is a timely dessert.
It was so good. And Captain Jason just left it there. It was
you know what?
Good.
What we're also missing is that that was cut up ice cream cake. Like, where is the zombie head? We never saw it intact. So Ben's going to be like in the kitchen being like, this is so amazing. They're going to try to show them, I bet. They're going to be screaming at each other. They can't show them. They have to cut it. Ben's pissed that they never saw it intact and that they're not eating it.
My favorite is still, though, from the last episode when Joao was trying to place the dessert and Heather's hands were just flailing.
And he's like, I please put it down?
Can I just put this down? It's so good. It's so good. 10 out of 10.
You know what? Bravo's done a lot of bad things.
But this is not one of them. This show is not one of them.
This show regained my trust right
Can
now.
I tell you? Jen Shaw who? Like
Jen Shaw who?
Never let her back. We don't need it. We don't want it. These women are perfect the way they are.
Agreed.
10 out of 10. Are you watching anything else?
I'm watching OC, but I don't want to give my thoughts on the reunion until it's all over because Tamra Judge is fucking insufferable. And let me just tease this, that at the beginning of the reunion, she's in therapy now. I know you remember because she was she said she was diagnosed.
Self-diagnosed with autism. Yeah.
So this whole season she's been touting how she's going to therapy, but she's also going through the hardest time of her life, which is true. Like, I will say your friend, having brain cancer is really tough.
May I also ask, what's the status with her and her children?
So she has 4 children. Ryan's obviously a horrific person. She talks to him. She has a son, talks to him. She has one daughter who lives with her, or I don't know if in present day she lives with her, but in the season she was living with her. And then one, Sydney, who lives with her ex-husband, who doesn't really speak with her.
Yes.
But on the reunion, Tamra did say that she saw Sydney recently when Sydney came over to pick up the other daughter to have lunch. And so Tamra and Sydney talked, and Tamra hugged her. I think it's just they don't really have a relationship. And a big reason is because Sydney doesn't want to be talked about on the show, but Tamra literally won't stop talking about her on the show.
I am in the season right now where Tamra's talking about a daughter that does not speak to her, and she just prays to God that one day they can speak again. And I'm like, yeah. God's not listening, girl, obviously. Just
every time she talks about it on the show, people are the comments are babe, if you stop doing this, you would start to have a relationship.
Yeah. Rough for Tamra. I also saw some clips, I knew this, but of some discourse between Gretchen and Heather, and maybe a little Tamra.
Oh.
Where Gretchen was called out. Well, it started with Heather crying to Terry about how Gretchen was liking anti-trans and anti-gay posts.
Yeah.
Which does not surprise me because
she's
Gretchen
MAGA Barbie.
Is MAGA.
Yeah.
For sure. And she's dating fucking Slade. And that just tells you who she is as a person. But then Gretchen being like, Tamra did it.
Let me start with this. I hate Gretchen and I hate Tamra. And I'm going to tell you why they both fucking suck at the same time for different reasons.
Awesome.
But you cannot let Tamra off the hook because Gretchen also sucks. So Tamra has her fucking podcast, obviously, and she blames everything, any news she has on somebody, any weaponized thing on her podcast, and that iHeartRadio gives her headlines, and so she knows all this stuff because they give her all this information and they decide if it's going to be discussed on the podcast, whatever. Sure, okay. I'll have to believe that. So she has these posts from a year prior, and she's been holding on to them for a year, that Gretchen has been liking anti-trans, and I'm sure she's been liking other stuff too. But they specifically pull out the anti-trans ones, I'm sure because of Heather child
having a trans child. Yes.
So then Tamra showed 2 other ladies, or one of the other ladies on the show, and then that woman showed somebody else too. They're in Amsterdam, and Tamra's like, don't bring this up now. wait till our last day because then like when it blows up, we can all just go home. And people are like, oh, Tamara's smart. Like this will just be like a big blown up finale. And while yes, that's smart, you've known this for a year and you haven't called this woman out or like shared it with your friend.
You claim to be friends with Heather. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't love that. So then Gina is the person who was shown. Gina goes and like brings it up at this like final dinner or whatever. And it blows up and they're all like really upset. Gretchen's just like, oh, like she's so stone cold. And I waffle between her being caught off guard. I think she is caught off guard and they get mad. She like called Slade. But to be honest, even with Gretchen being guilty, I think she is. Yeah. Calling your husband isn't that weird when you're like, holy fuck, my world's falling apart. So they're like freaking out at Gretchen for these posts. Gretchen's like not really saying anything. She goes to talk to Slade and like puts her thoughts together. And then they like all try to get in the bus and they're like, you're not coming with us, Gretchen. Which like, I get it. Like, no, like, and Tamara's screaming at her. Like Heather is giving her like forceful conversations without like screaming at her, but she's like, no, did you do it or did you not? Like she's honestly, Heather is like giving Gretchen grace to be like, tell me it's wrong. Like, tell me it's not happening. And Gretchen's just like not really saying anything. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm confused. Like, I wouldn't do this. Like, she doesn't like ask to see the post. She doesn't try to bring up her Instagram to prove she didn't do this. She follows the account.
Oh, great.
And people are saying that Gretchen went and scrubbed her account, like a chunk of it, to like unlike all of those posts. But people went back to like 2021 and found more that are still out there. They've probably been cleaned since. It kind of ends like Gretchen like goes on a different flight home to Amsterdam and then they tack on this extra thing, kind of like, remember the Vanderpump Rules reunion where they like showed Ariana Lala trash talking her live at the reunion? Yeah. They did that with OC, where this end that the viewers see tacked onto the finale, the cast is about to watch at the reunion, where 2 months before the show premiered, this blogger account reached out to two of the ladies and said that Tamara was behind a lot of leaks in the show and they like can prove it. And so they get on the phone with this blogger and the voice is like distorted. So you don't know if it's like a man or woman. Yeah. Like they're clearly hiding their identity. They give everything that happened in the season. And this is 2 months before it premieres, like dates of conversations, like what's happening. Like, cause there was this big fallout with one of the other housewives who stopped filming midway, like all of that stuff. And they're like, Tamara knew all this stuff. Tamara's like dredging all this stuff up. They think like Tamara made up the Gretchen thing, which she didn't make it up, but it is gross that you would hold on to this stuff for a year because she does this with everybody. She holds on to all this information. And then whenever she's being attacked, she uses it to divert the conversation and the attention from other people. It's gross. Gretchen's horrible, but Tamara's horrible too. They both just like hoard information about each other and sling it at each other. The one thing I will say, I think Gretchen is a horrible person, but I appreciate her knowing that she's slinging mud back at Tamara. Tamara plays this like, I'm the victim. She does this to me. I don't do it to her. And it's like, babe, we watched you all season do this to everybody. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about? And then she'll melt down and be like, you guys don't understand. My best friend has cancer. And it's like, you're still accountable for the things you do.
I hate it.
And she has the extra layer of, she starts the reunion off with, I went to therapy this week and like I am just like ready to be less reactionary. And then she like is making faces at Shannon and like that. And it's
are they not friends?
No, nope. Ugh. Just wait for the fallout.
I'm at the part right now where I haven't made much headway because now there's like live seasons of Real Housewives. So I'm clocked in at work. But what happened? Shannon Bedore does not want to be friends with Vicky, but she's friends with Tamara because of the Brooks thing.
Yeah.
And Brianna might die because she has Lyme disease. It's not funny, but literally that's how it's told. That's the story.
In real life, the Tres Amigas like aren't really friends. They've all had different falling out with each other, but Tamara
they eventually
and Vicky
get back together. No.
They're like currently like falling out, but Tamara, this week, Tamara and Vicky hung out for the first time in a long time. It was like weird. They put it all over social media. They had like multiple angles filming it. I was like, you're doing too much. I think they did an ad together. But I'm like, this is weird.
Vicky.
Yeah, I think they're only hanging out because Vicky's on the outs with Shannon now. So then, like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
It's hard. I like Shannon Bedore. I do. I think she's like I like Shannon.
I don't want to be friends with her.
No,
I think she's an amazing Real Housewives character.
And she hasn't done anything that atrocious. I mean, she got a DUI. That's terrible.
But honestly, she handled it pretty well. She gave the sorrow, like I fucked up my whole life that I needed from her to be able to move on personally.
Listen, I like her. I like watching her on my screen. I like Shannon Beador. Tamra's insufferable all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm in season 11. I've done a lot of work on this show.
Good job.
I'm killing it.
I'm telling you, by the time the next season airs, I think you're going to be very close. Yeah.
I'll be good. It just, it sometimes becomes kind of a hard show, but we have new people and we're spicing it a little, but
I will say this though, if Tamra is on next season, I don't think for the first time I will be able to watch it. Like, I can't deal with her anymore. I can't. No, it is exhausting watching her on my screen.
She's a lot. Are you watching Potomac at all?
No, I really need to start it, but I just never make the time for it. But tell me about it.
Oh, it's just so good. These women they're so funny, and I really do believe that they're all friends. So, like, the drama is even funnier. I will say the way they argue is so good because it's never too offensive, but they all take it very personally. But then it's also very funny. So we have, like, new people this season as well who are, like, trying to come into the mix because we lost Candace, which maybe Kansas, I love you so much. Obviously, Karen's in jail. I didn't know
that.
Yeah, she quit because last season she was really, like, getting hammered in. Because, okay, last season, the beef was between Giselle and Candace.
Okay.
And I understand Candace is very reactionary, but Giselle, like, I feel instigates it all the time. Giselle was very upset that, like, in their arguments, she was getting, like, death threats, and, like, she found Candace responsible for that. Candace was like, I also received death threats, but I've been receiving them. And also they talk about the color of my skin, and then colorism was brought up. It was very interesting. But Candace was trying to get pregnant, and she's like, I cannot handle the stress. I am stepping away from the show. So we had to fill it in.
Yep.
A little bit, which I'll always be a Candace fan. I love Candy
That's
Girl.
a hot take in that franchise?
It's not a hot take, but I feel like it's not a popular take. Okay. I feel like most people hate both Giselle and Candace. Not me. I really do. I've just enjoyed Candace. And she has good
Andy
one.
Cohen said that's his favorite housewife singer.
Yes. Drive Back is so... Candace is actually a good singer. Candy, I love her.
That's the thing. I don't, like, count her in the housewife singers because, like, she is a singer. She's not...
She's actually really good.
Yeah. Like, I want a shitty, like, when I see them in the booth...
The Countess Luann, yeah.
Like, I want the raw footage of them in the booth being a bad singer, and then when I get it, it's so auto-tuned.
Yeah, no, Candace is actually fucking good. It didn't look good when it was, like, Candace and Wendy, dark-skinned women versus, like, Ashley and Robin and Giselle, who are all lighter-skinned women. Like, it just...
But that's such a nuance that I think is so nice about that franchise is you get the colorism talk because on other casts you have... Outside of Atlanta, it's usually like one person of color,
black woman,
fully with a white cast. So I think it just adds a different layer. Like we were starting this episode talking about Martha's Vineyard and getting like their cultural experience.
Yes,
where like that is such a different cultural experience that I will never experience. Like I will never understand being of that person, but I get that window into that world and like getting to see that unfold and getting to really understand the nuances of that type of relationship between people of color.
Yeah, so it was a lot. So I understand why Candace left.
Yeah.
Now we come back. Obviously, Wendy was recently arrested, but like we don't currently on the show we're watching and like we have no idea. There's also this woman, Stacey, who is so fucking wild, dude. She's like the Britney, but she's more likable.
Brittany Bateman on Salt Lake City?
Salt Lake City, yeah. Okay, she's the Britney, but she's like kind of likable. In the sense that she's funny. Like, she's just like a funny character. She was like last season dating this man who then at the reunion said that he was paid to date her. And she was like, no, he wasn't. And now I know. And now all the women are like, we don't actually know Stacey. She's back with her ex-German husband, which is crazy. And she didn't really tell the women at first. And now she's telling the women. But now it's come out that she in between when she was single, tried to get with Chris Samuels, who was Monique Samuels' husband, who was also on the show, and they got a divorce. So that's
but they're not together. But she tried to get with the ex-husband, or while they were together.
No, while they weren't together. But like, so Potomac's very small. So Monique and Chris were on the show for a while. Monique then was physically assaulted Candace, which was the most wild scene. But she was then not on the show, obviously. I think also she maybe was like, it's not a good fit. Her and Chris were together for many years, many children. They divorced. And then Stacy was trying to get with Chris Samuels, which the rest of the women who are still friends with Monique are like calling her out on it. And she's like, Chris Samuels was trying to get with me. So now it's shown that
Chris Samuels the Slate Smiley of Potomac?
I don't know, but Monique's coming back on the show. So she's gonna come
light her up.
She wasn't allowed when Candace was here because she physically assaulted. But she's gonna come back, which is about to be crazy. Ashley's finally divorced, so that's happening. We also have these 2 new women. Or 3 new women, a bunch of wags, because a lot of them play football. A lot of their husbands play football. But there was a great diss. There's this one woman, Kay, who last season she was a friend of, but she was like with this guy, Greg. And Greg sucks, dude. Greg is like so terrible. But she broke up with Greg and now she's back with Greg, which everyone's like, yuck, you're back with Greg, but we'll deal with it. But her and Greg are just dating. They've been dating for a really long time and never like are engaged. But one of the women, Kay, was like coming at her and she's like, this is why I'll always be the wife and you'll just be the girlfriend. And Kay was like, gagged, and so they're all they're all currently on a trip and they're all just snipping. But the thing is, in Potomac, they'll never like just ignore each other. They make snarky ass comments. So it's like, if we are beefing and we walk past each other on any other housewife franchise, we'll just ignore. On this one, no, I'm gonna look at you and be like, you're ugly, and just keep walking. Like, it's drive-by insults. And that's the hook I
needed. That's the hook I needed to watch this franchise.
I also love it because at dinner, they sit down and the person not in the drama will just be like, so I heard you and you are beefing. Let's talk about it. Like, you can never do
it out.
It's always. One time they were fighting at a dinner and there was like a karaoke machine, so someone took the microphone and started yelling. It's always so
this
good.
Is all gas, no brakes on the drama.
Potomac
we are getting into it. It seems like there's never a boring episode that means.
But the cool thing is, like, okay, Giselle is friends with 2 different people, right? And those 2 people are dating, but she's still friends with both. And then like they all have their own individual friendships, even though they're all beefing. You said,
like, she'll be 2 friends, but they're dating.
2 friends. Are beefing.
They're fighting.
They're beefing.
Okay.
But Giselle remains friends with both, and then they all have these intertwined like relationships where like Ashley and Giselle are best friends, but they hate different people in the group, and so like it's really an interesting dynamic that you can't even be like, there's this group versus that group, because it's not that. It is, and then you could literally
the clicks is what makes it hard, because when you get to like bully people off the show because like one click is like on the outs or not the fan favorites, it just like ruins it, because then you get the like Fox Force 5 like era in Beverly Hills where it makes it not fun, where you like have these like takedowns and you're just trying to get people off the show. Like, that's not fun to watch.
There's none of that here. We have 2 women who went to the same university, the same HBCU, and they're fucking beefing, and oh my god. And then they're like, Wendy's like, I don't really remember you because you were older than me, and the woman's like, and it's so good. It's so, like, it's beef over nothing. It's like, she called me old and now we're gonna fight.
That, because then this is stuff like you can forgive over time, but when you like make it about people's husbands and kids, like, that's hard. That's a hard hump to get over.
They're very good at like, they were really rude about Candace with that, because she was dating a white man, so they always really talked about.
And Ashley Darby.
Darby was crazy, but her man was
I have seen some of the first season whenever it first came on.
Her man was a mess, dude. He was grabbing butts.
That's the thing, rightfully so. That's when you take it about the husband.
You gotta watch Potomac. It just gets better every season.
Okay.
It really is just the ultimate.
I think I'm going to abandon Miami for a minute and start up Potomac, even though, because actually I'm in the break of Miami from when it went off the air for 10 years. So this might be a great time.
It starts a little slow, but you have the quips. You always have a quip to be like that. Like the amount of quotable things from Potomac, it's just so good. And they always have, this is my other thing that I love. They always have like a running joke throughout the season. So like one season it was Mia's big feet. And so they'd always
I love a bit.
The whole season they would be like, Mia's talking, but like her big feet are so distracting, or like I hear Mia stomping around with her big feet up there. Like they all agree on like this bit and they just fucking commit to it. Like, it's just, they always have a fucking bit, and it's so funny. For a while, it was Ashley's husband grabbing butts, and they were like, yeah, I'm wearing tight pants. I can't have Ashley's husband behind me. He's going to grab my butt. But they just constantly do this bit, and no one's that mad at the end of the day. They're like, it's all for fun. It's something
stupid and lighthearted.
Yeah, but oh my God, the bits are so good. Like, Giselle's an ugly dresser, and for seasons they just even this season, Giselle was trying to give someone like advice when they were shopping, and she's like, respectfully, I've seen your closet. And it's so funny. It's so good.
I love it.
That's it. Are you listening to anything?
No.
Oh, I figured out why I hate AZ's podcast. I figured it out. Now I never have to listen again. I figured it out.
You're done.
I think so. The co-host is so millennial chuggy, dude. This co-host is everything I hate about millennials. She makes these jokes and they just don't land. She can never just shut the fuck up. She's always like trying to be cool.
That's crazy because the last time you talked about it, you said, thank God for the co-host.
Yes,
because
100% though, or else it'd be silence on the air.
Okay, so it's like happening at the same time. It's like, okay, she's managing the conversation, but at the same time, she's managing it in a chuggy way.
You can manage a conversation and it can be bad. I figured it out though.
Okay.
Because when Sue Bird came on the podcast, I finally figured it out. Sue Bird would be like, oh yeah, I really liked this outfit that I wore to draft day, even though like it probably doesn't hold up. And the millennial co-host is like, it holds up, girl. Look at your jeans. Hell yeah, I love jeans. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Let Sue Bird talk for once in your life. Like, it's just always where she's like, oh, you know what the kids are saying? And I'm like, no.
That must be wild, especially in that interview, because you have AZ, who's Gen Z, and then this millennial mess. And then you've got someone like Sue Bird, who's like an elder millennial. Yeah. Like, and that's just a lot of clashes and like styles and people.
Yeah. And like everything AZ says, she has to like comment about. It's very weird. It's just like, it's not, I figure it doesn't flow. I figured it out. It's that millennial host, but without her, we would be listening to Radio Silence. So I get it, but
okay.
I figured it out. I had to tell you that she's chuggy.
That's frustrating.
I've never met someone to be like, they're chuggy, because even that Gen Z slang, I'm like, whatever. What's the difference?
Well, because I think
the
term chuggy got tagged onto anything that Gen Z deems as embarrassing. Yeah, and it's like, hey, some things are worth, like, if you love it so much, it's like worth the like slight embarrassment. But like, certain things are chuggy in its truest form, but like not everything actually is chuggy.
Yeah, but Gen Z is too, and I learned this word, nonchalant. They're too nonchalant about everything.
Be a little chalant.
Be excited about shit.
That. They're like scared to try or do anything for fear of being cringe. And it's like, live your life.
It's a good song. I'm going to sing and dance. Like, I'm happy. I'm going to smile and jump around. Like, they are so nonchalant. It's crazy.
They don't want to be perceived in any negative way. So they will like not do anything.
Because they always have cameras. They always have cameras on them. Remember when we didn't have cameras? We were at house parties doing beer bongs and shit. And it was like,
no. We had cameras, but a lot of it lived on Snapchat, and there was like a code of conduct of, we know what it's like to not want to capture everything, but if you do, there's stuff that just like stays between you and your friends.
We were also told, don't put shit on the internet. So sure, we had cameras, but we didn't share this shit.
That is like, things are captured, but it's not blasted everywhere and going viral and all of this. Like it goes viral in your friend group, and that's about it.
Yeah, if you're Gen Z, be more chalant. It's more fun.
It's so fun. You're missing out on so many things of life because you don't want to be embarrassed, but like everything everybody does is embarrassing to somebody.
I saw this challenge where they try and get their luggage off a luggage cart being nonchalant.
What does that even mean?
Like you just do a walk by and pick it up and put it down and keep walking. I'm like, your luggage is heavy and you guys look even stupider falling over.
Look like you. Why do you look like you're in a movie and you're like drinking out of a coffee cup and it has nothing in it? Like, why not look like you're living life? That's crazy to me.
They do like a one hand. I'm going to two-hand that shit and rip it up and go, oh. No, they just do
I'm packing that thing full.
Yeah, they do a walk by and just pick it up. And they try. But the thing is, they fail. So they fall over and shit. And they look dumb. And they're all laughing at each other. You look more dumb. Why do they want to be a
robot?
Why do you want to be nonchalant? Dude, I love being chalant. It's something to do with aura, which I'm still figuring out. Because there's positive and negative aura, which I didn't know
what does that mean?
Aura is like your vibes. Yeah. So it's like good vibes or bad vibes. But your aura can be positive or negative. Why do you have to add syllables? Just good or bad was fine. But it's basically like, from what I've gathered from Gen Z out here, your aura can be like cringe if you're like have negative aura. People don't want to be around you if you have negative aura.
Okay, I get that, but like I feel like they're trying to get everybody in the world to like them.
Chalant is negative aura, is what I've gathered. Nonchalant is positive aura. Like you're just too cool for school.
Yeah, I understand like wanting to seem cool to people, but you should do that in real life. Like you shouldn't try to do that with the entire world and trying to be cool and like nonchalant and have good aura, positive aura for everything.
Personally, it's cool to be chalant.
You got to stop saying chalant. You're driving me nuts.
No, I love the word. Have you seen the chalant guy on TikTok?
Be a little bit more nonchalant with the word chalant.
I can't. Have you seen the chalant guy on TikTok?
No.
Oh, I'm going to send him to you. He's the best. He's the unk. That's what he calls himself.
Don't. We're not going down Gen Z words. I can't do this.
No,
today.
That's what he genuinely calls himself, but he's this old man.
Yeah, but I've seen that and I don't know what that means and I don't want to know.
I think it's an uncle, no?
I don't think so. Because I just assume if it's obvious, it can't be the answer.
I don't know. All I know is every video he says, "You're all my nephews, even if you're a girl." He's so cute.
I love that.
I'm gonna send him to you.
Okay,
You'll like him.
He is an uncle. Maybe he is being
he's
like
older.
An uncle.
He's
maybe
older.
It is obvious.
He's older than us. He's for sure. He's our uncle.
Okay.
I think he's trying to be cool though. But he tells the kids, he's like, "Don't be nonchalant, be chalant," and he like skips around a park, and he's very cute. Do all the things that I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, and with that, love ya.
Thanks for joining. Bye.